We all know about the doubt you faced coming in as a four-year college player. So with that, my first question for you is, how does it feel to silence the haters?
It's all right. I'm more focused on wins and losses right now, and at the moment we're winning, so I'm happy.
How do you maintain that drive, that focus?
I tunnel up. I meditate. I got my beats. They have a fully guaranteed noise-canceling algorithm. If you hear anything but your music when you're wearing Beats, you get a full refund.
Wasn't the answer I was expecting.
Hey, expect the unexpected with Beats.
Okay, moving on then. So now that you've established that you belong in the league, what's next for you? What are your goals?
I really don't want to put a limit on it. I think if I continue to work hard, anything's possible. So yeah, maybe that's a goal of mine. Just keep working hard.
Is MVP within reach?
I will say this. If you don't set a high standard for yourself, what's the point? I'd rather fail at getting to the top than succeed at being mediocre.
Absolutely. So before we wrap things up, one last question for you. We all seem to know a lot about Che the athlete, but what's something we don't know about Che the person?
That's a good question, Diane. I'm gonna say a lot of people see me on the court and think I'm flashy or whatever, but really, I'm just a relaxed dude. You can ask my teammates. A lot of us get together, try to do some competitive stuff like play 2K, but you know what? I like going to the movies once a week and just chill.
Got any recommendations for us?
Roma on Netflix. Have you watched that film?
I actually have. You like Roma?
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? I cried a couple times watching it. I didn't cry a couple times watching it. But it's a great film.
I must admit, I didn't expect that coming from you.
Multitude, Diane. Levels.
Seems like it.
Yeah. Watch Roma if you haven't watched it, guys.
Unfortunately, that is all the time we have today in studio with Che. Che, thank you so much for coming.
Hey, thanks for having me.
This is Diane Stone, and you have been watching Top Takes Daily.
This fucking movie. Roma. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. If anybody has a chance to go catch that movie, Roma, it's black and white on Netflix. Actually, a real movie. Talking about. Congratulations on winning Rookie of the Month. Your play has been nothing short of fantastic this season, and we're excited about what the future holds for you. Keep working and block out distractions, guys. The truth is a limit for what you and the Nets can accomplish. Thanks for all your work and dedication. Credit to the franchise, and we're thrilled to have you on the team. Sincerely, the Nets. Pay me more then. Even incentives. Oh, it's $8 grand. 8 Jeezys. Let's get into practice.
Yo, what's up, man? Hey, need some help?
Yes, I do. Let's go with the top 3.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. You got it. Come on, man. Yo, watch here!
Get that mid-range in.
Good to see somebody who values the mid-range game. So let's see how this works. Let's get to work. That's what we're gonna do. Just like that. Now we're rolling. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. So you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
course, I do our interview. What's up? What's up? Oh, watch out. Come on. Get out of my way. Let's go. Get out. Do an interview with my ball in my eye. Yeah. Feeling good today. I have nothing better to do. Player of the month. First time this time. You know, trying to look again next month. Gonna make that rookie of the year look good. You know, I'm just getting back to the basics. You know, just practicing my three-point shooting today. Practice my mid-range. Not too much of my defense or anything else. Just my shooting. Thank you. Work on it. Take my phone. What's up, man? Just keep rolling. It's 5 in a row. Blake told me after the game, just getting into rhythm. Zach Harper, yikes. Oh. Ball. Range extender. there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 36, 36 games. Serious.
This next play action button is one of my favorites. Tap the plays bumper and bring up the play action menu, then hit the same bumper again. Pass icons will appear over the heads of players to your left and right. You can then pass to either player. The player who made the pass will then screen away for a quick scoring opportunity.
Yeah, I know you hear it. Boo! Boo! Jay Stick! Jay Stick! Jay Stick! Jay! Boo! You shouldn't even see the
Now you've been summoned for a special occasion. I stay ready cause destiny impatient. Changes, I've been seeing.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The city of Atlanta is the scene for the Nets. The most feared man on the court with the ball in his hand. Kevin Durant simply cannot be stopped. He'll be leading the way for his team as they game plan for the task ahead at State Farm Arena. Nets, Hawks. We'll be right back for the tip.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Brooklyn Nets. And for Brooklyn, they were undefeated against this squad last season, going 3-0. We'll see if they can continue that dominance. And we'll see Che, a fantastic talent out of Bay City. Kenny, a lot to like about his prospects going forward.
Well, you need to be able to do so much as a guard in this league these days. But Che does it all. Check it out. He creates, he scores, and he's a factor on D. What else do you need?
What more could you want?
Yeah, I played with some of the best guards in the game. They all possess the winner's mentality. I see that with Che. That's why his name is Cole Penny Wade.
Cole Penny Wade, all the guys that you played with.
Cole
that
Penny
were great.
Wade.
You combined the names.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, we'll be hearing from shortly. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. You look at Minnesota. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And you know for the Nets, they just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire. Feeling disrespected by pundits who overlook them as a top team.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Allen is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Prez. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's KD in at the 3 slot. And for the Hawks, Collins at power forward with Len at center. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. And it's Young in at the guard position. You know, Steve, we know teams rest guys down the stretch, but what do you think about resting guys mid-season so that they're fresh at the end?
I think if you are a team that's been through these playoff runs, long championship runs, and you still know you have a chance to win, I think it's kind of unfair to us fans when you have a team that might not get to the finals and you're starting to rest guys and there's no benefit at the end. If there's a benefit at the end for the players, organization, and fans, I'm all for it. But if it's not, I don't like to see guys resting.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Here's Herter. It's stolen by Prez. And KD throws it down.
And you remember there were questions about KD's athleticism going into the 2007 draft. None now. He can throw it down with the best of them.
Now, here's Collins. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
In the corner, Irving with it. Passes it to Prez. Fires for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, this gives you some confidence when you drop 3 straight to start the game.
Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Heat. Outside Collins. Pass to Young. Can they get it? Shot clock at 6. Rebound, Brooklyn. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, these two teams haven't changed that much, so I wouldn't be surprised if they run the table on them again.
Here's Jordan. Can't hit that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Outside Collins. Pass to Len. Here's Herbert. First time out, he had 13 points.
Can't be careless with DeAndre is around. He slaps shots back with some real authority.
Irving's shot is good.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Brooklyn, things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, Atlanta, 7.5 games behind.
And right now for Brooklyn, they've had an impact on the league already this year. You always hear talk about the power rankings in the NBA, and they're climbing that list in a hurry.
A surprise to most outside observers, but internally, they had confidence coming into this season. Now we know why.
Here's Young after the made shot from Prez. Young, right side. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Durant dishes to Irving. The pass to Prez. Pulls up on the wing. No good off the back of the rim.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
And when he was drafted, there were questions, Smitty, about John Collins' best position. At 6'10", what do you think? Better as a 4 or a 5?
And you know what, Kevin? A lot of people called him a tweener. The way he's developed now, it's positional versatility. Whichever spot he plays, he's holding his own.
DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. And here are the Nets stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. All alone. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Few people see the floor as well as Trey. If you're open, he'll find you.
Prez passes to Allen. Prez dishes to Allen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And when you think about some of the most entertaining Hawks teams, my mind always goes to the human highlight film.
Reason why, he was a 9-time All-Star, NBA scoring champion, had some legendary matchups against Larry Bird and Chuck Person, to name a few. One of the most electrifying players in the history of the game.
Here's Herter. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. He had stolen by Prez. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Prez has got 7.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Hawks trail by 11. Young for 3. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Here's Herter. Pass to Hunter. 5 on the clock. Over Durant. And he makes good on his first shot of the game.
And this is why Hunter's been so efficient. He takes good shots and makes them consistently.
Irving finds Prez. They get it again, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 13-point game. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Now here's Prez. He's covered closely. Irving looking over the floor. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Damian Jones is checked in for Alex Len. Parker comes in for John Collins. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Hunter. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Huerter. Prince's shot is good.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now, here is Young. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Golden State. Here's Reddish. Got a piece of it. Young against Dinwiddie. Prez passes to Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
Parker with the steal. Reddish with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Young against Dinwiddie. Young's shot is off.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
So Steve, the league has done a pretty good job of curbing player altercations. Some guys, always though, it seems, are going to be ready to go toe-to-toe and will not back down.
Patrick Beverly, Kevin, Draymond Green, James Johnson, those guys come to mind. They are ready to go from the tip. They are ready to go.
Now here's Jones, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. To stop the drought, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
This is year 2.
Feeds to Temple. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisitions.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
Huerter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins at power forward with Len at center. And it's Young in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Looking to end his cold spell. He gets it in there. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He sees the whole floor, and he's making some quick decisions. Trae Young gets what he wants from the mid-range.
Here's Temple. He's got 7. Shoots it. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now, here is Young. He's got 6. Here's Collins. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Efficient in the painted area. Collins has a purpose behind his actions.
Back to Irving. Launches a 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Young against Irving. Young passes to Herter. Off target from outside.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The baseline jam. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting bare tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Herter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always. Stolen by Allen. Here's Prez, and finished off by Prez.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Now, here's Hunter. He's coming off a 19-point game against Golden State.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around efforts.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Murray's checked in for the Nets. Now, here is Irving. He's got 13. Pass to Prez. To the inside. Allen shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on DeAndre Hunter. The Nets had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. He hits both from the stripe. Hawks have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. One kicks to Hunter. Pass to Collins. Here's Herter. Now the pass to Young. And just miss after miss right now.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Beautifully orchestrated play. You put Durant at the finishing end of anything, it's probably a good idea.
Young taking his time here. Len passes to Herter. Irving against Young. Makes it off the glass. Young's got 6 here in this quarter.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Steve, the league has broadened the definition of clear path foul. Think that'll discourage the wrap-up fouls that stop those fast breaks?
Yeah, I think so, because the guy's coming downhill with that type of force. And if you do wrap him up, and sometimes your coaches want you to because of the situation, but it's hard, and it could create a lot of injury. So I do like the clear path fouls.
Atlanta making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Young's shot is off.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Murray finds Prez. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Passes it to Murray. It's Allen on the wing. To the paint. Clock at 6. That's good from Prez on the assist by Murray. And that's 15 points for Prez.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
To the middle, here's Hunter. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
There's a minute left in the first half. Kept alive. Here's Allen, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the foul. This goes against him. One second left. That shot is off. And so it's Brooklyn with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jay, it is amazing how quickly you have adjusted to the speed of the NBA. Is Rookie of the Year something that's already crossed your mind?
It most definitely is. Now, aiming to be the best, that's what the honor is all about. There's still work left to be done, but hopefully I'll take a step towards the end goal.
Yeah, you look like you're looking for this award, man. And look out. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Prez in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Allen. And it's Durant. Then there's Prez. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Outside for Durant. Out left to the wing. Prez dishes to Allen. Jordan trying to free himself up. Allen's shot is off. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his third foul of the game. Hawks shooting around 40% from the floor here. Young against Irving. Young inside. Good on the bucket. Young's got 10.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Poked loose, and so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You look at Irving, he'll be a starter if things stay the way they are now. He's sitting at the 4th position in the Eastern Conference voting.
And I hope they do stay that way. He's been so good this season. It really would be a shame if he missed out on a spot in the starting 5 for the East.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. You know, Greg, in Oklahoma, the long-range shooting of Trae Young drew eyes. But it seems it's his passing that's his most NBA-ready attribute.
How about Kevin? First player in history to lead D1 college basketball in points and assists. Top 10 in the league in dimes his rookie season. Young man has a chance to be special.
Pass to Herter. 6 on the shot clock. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 11 rebounds in the game. And Durant gets it to go.
As we've seen, some guys develop range as the years go on. Not Durant. He shot over 42% from 3 in his second season.
Young outside. And Jordan sends it back. And now the fast break. Prez with the ball. Locked up there for Allen. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
And Herder gets it to go.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
And yes, it's good. Durant's got 11 points.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only one miss in 5 attempts.
Young drives in. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And KD the bucket on the assist from Prez. And that's 13 points for KD.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Herder. Pulls up. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Nets on offense. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run goal.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for Atlanta. And then for Brooklyn, Wilson Chandler's checked in for Jared Allen. And it's Rodion Kurucs in for Durant. Turner passes to Collins. And there's the pass to Len. Turner against Irving. From outside the arc. Herder, no good.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
Good work there as it goes.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now Turner. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He dishes it to Hunter. Passes it to Herder. Takes it from 10. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts. And here are the Nets. They're on a 16-4 run. Here's Irving. Again, the Nets for 2.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Len. Turner against Irving. Pass to Herder. A three-pointer is right on target. Herder's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
And there's the call on John Collins. Now here's Prez. He's guarded by Collins. Prez buries it from three-point range. Prez has got 21 in the game.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Reddish. And it's Jones in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. 6 to shoot. Here's Reddish. It's deflected, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. So for the Hawks, Carter, he's checked in for John Collins. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Hunter, and Krabs subbed in for Reddish. Clock is at 3. Here's Bembry. Rebounded by the Nets. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Now here's Prez. Defense right on him. Crabb kicks to Bembry. Smitty, the NBA now preventing teams to sell international sponsorships. I mean, the league just continues to grow globally.
They've done a fantastic job. Teams can now enhance their visibility with this deal, and the internet makes this all possible when you get a chance to watch these teams all over the world.
That's a good point.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for Atlanta. And here is Prez. And the three off target. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. No good on that. Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. Good on the second free throw. Smitty, for players, social media can build their brands and they can engage their fans, but there are some downsides.
Yes, it is, Kevin. I mean, it's a fantastic tool, like you said, for endorsement and bringing those fans into your home or into your life. But the downside, people can see some things they don't want to see, and also you can regret posting a lot of things.
I think, yeah, sometimes people do regret hitting that send button. So, yeah, they got to be careful. You're right. Turner against KD. High post try. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Prez. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Prez has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
That's tipped. He had stolen by Prez. And now the fast break. Prez with the ball. And finish off by Prez.
Knows where everybody is. If there's an open man, Durant's going to find him.
Turner looking around. You know, Smitty, Commissioner Adam Silver has been outspoken in saying there will be a female NBA head coach, and he says it's on him to help it happen sooner than later. And Steve, we already see many women in various categories in the NBA all over the league right now.
So true, Kevin. I love the diversity. It is much needed in our league. And I will say, Adam Silver has done a great job of taking us in that direction.
Crabb kicks to Turner. Outside, Jones. Crabb in the corner. Looking to end the run. Clock at 4, and it's blocked.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Prez.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays. And he did that tonight.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Turner with it. It's hauled in by Claxton. Now here's Prez. He's guarded by Crabb. Prez, no good. Now here's Crabb. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
2K Sports postgame show.
Shaquille O'Neal to my right, Kenny the Jet Smith on my left, right here in the middle, I'm Ernie Johnson. And a chance now to head down to the locker room for our postgame interview.
Hey, what's up? It's Shaq. Listen, you've been on one of the last few games. Wow. What do you think you have to do to sustain this level of production?
Shaq, man, the best has yet to come. I know you're gonna kill me for saying that. I'll probably go in a tank the next couple of games, but that's all right, man. But that's just the confidence I have. The confidence in my abilities, the abilities of my teammates. This has been a good run for me, but it's only gonna get better going forward, unless it doesn't.
Going into the tank, the fish tank or the gas tank? Back to you, Ernie.
And thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We'll see you next time, and the time after that, too.
Ready to do this? I'm ready. What's up, bro? You wanna? No, I'll do it. I'll do it. We can get you on tomorrow, you know.
And welcome back to the show. We're joined now by Che, one of the top young players in the league. Che, thanks for joining us, man.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, I'm wondering, what are your thoughts on some of the chatter around the league that you could be looking at an all-star selection this year?
I don't shy away from pressure or big expectations. So it feels good that people, think me that way. I think of myself that way, too. If you're not trying to be one of the best players in this league, then I don't know what you're doing out there.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. My man Che is a warrior.
Yeah. Do you think you've done enough to be an all-star?
I don't think I'm not an all-star. There's a lot of good players in this league, so who knows what's going to happen. But I do consider myself to be part of that upper tier,
Well, great stuff as always, Che. Thanks so much for joining us.
No problemo.
All right, I think it's time to play.
Thanks.
You're top 3 in all-star voting at your position, but you're not the top guy yet. What's it gonna take to grab that spot?
I'm going to keep doing what I do. Eventually, they're going to see what's up.
So you think you're the best player at your position in the league right now?
Of course. Don't you? Well, for sure. Like I said, I'm just going to keep doing what I got to do. Y'all going to see what's up eventually. Y'all going to see the king.
You guys are on fire. What's been the key to your success these past few games?
Ted, I think it's just everyone being in sync, I guess. Coaches pushing all the right buttons. We're executing on both sides of the ball, treating every possession like it matters. When you're at this level of competition, there's very little that separates the best teams from the worst. So attention to detail is very, it's major in this league.
Let's go. VC Sports Management contract negotiations with the 2K Sports. Let's see what they're gonna give me.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's what they're starting with.
How does this term sound to you? 4 Gs, 1 event. You must be high if I'm gonna take that. What? 5 Gs is the most. You better pay me that 5 Gs then. Oh, my bad. Declined it on accident. Shouldn't